I know I am. I need to get the rest of my charcuterie. All right, first comedian came all the way from a town called Loneliness. Well, that's what it translates to, but it came from Soledad. It's very funny. Everybody give it up for Ruben Anthony.
All right, good evening, folks. Just so you know, I say folks with an X. I don't use that LKS. I don't want to be exclusionary. You gotta be politically correct these days, especially now that Stanford University has now published a list of words in the tech industry that they want to ban. Computer software terms that are offensive and harmful, like master and slave. Windows 8. I mean, everyone knows Windows 8 was just Windows 7 in blackface. But they're also coming after computer hardware. So if your motherboard goes out, you're going to have to replace it with a non-gendered, menstruating, birthing, parental unit board. What else? And pretty soon, a computer language. They're now going to have to switch to non-binary. It's no longer ones and zeros. Now it's going to be 1, 0, 8, unicorn, sky, Two-Spirit Airlines. That weird little floaty thing in front of your eyes that you're always trying to catch. It's really thin, translucent, annoying. I call my Pete Davidson. Stanford, they're also, it's not just computers they're going after. Now Stanford wants to get rid of the word Latino. You know what they want to replace it with? Latin et Latino. God, how do you pronounce that? It doesn't matter. Latino is our word. I'm not a member of the Latin X-Men. I don't go around going, "Órale, me llamo es Wolverine," and then I bust out with like 3 switchblades from each hand. We're Latinos, we're not mutants. Although I do have this one uncle. He kind of reminds me of Nightcrawler from the X-Men, that teleporter, because my uncle has like bluish skin and like yellow eyes. But that's just because he drinks too much and has jaundice from the liver damage. Like the only teleporting he ever did is he got really blackout drunk one night and he woke up in a drunk tank in Bakersfield. Oh man, where are my notes? And by the way, to all those professors at Stanford University who want me to start using non-gendered Spanish words, I think each and every one of them is a real putex. And for the record, my preferred pronouns are ese, fu, and mijo. Thank you. But by the way, why is Stanford University the arbiter of political correctness? Did you know when Leland Stanford was governor of California, he supported the annihilation of all the Native Americans in this state. He promoted anti-Asian immigration policies. And Leland Stanford said that he preferred free white men over any other race in this country. And you thought Donald Trump's inauguration speech was bad. Like Stanford University, they still have a statue of Leland Stanford. And they got rid of one of Father Junipero Serra just because he gave a few Native Americans the chancla. I actually tried this bit up in Palo Alto, and this one Stanford University student, she says to me, "Actually, it's Leland Stanford Junior University." Oh, well, excuse me. I wouldn't have been so critical had I known Stanford was a junior college. Excuse me, young lady, what was your fallback school? Cuesta College? Any Cuesta College alumni here? Yeah, how was your thesis on dental assistants? By the way, does that work for every little educational facility that you want to name after a horrible person? You just add the name Junior to it, just makes it all better. You know, like, sign up for swim lessons and learn water safety at the Scott Peterson Jr. Aquatic Center. You know, you want to serve your friends and family at your next dinner party? Enrollment is now open at the Jeffrey Dahmer Jr. Culinary Institute. You know, I actually do have a few more Jeffrey Dahmer jokes, but I don't like to do them because they're mostly hack. A collection of small bits, really. Hey, do you want a safe space for your children to learn? Registration is now open at the Casey Anthony Jr. Child Development Center. No longer affiliated with Jared Fogle Jr. Subway University. Oh, one more thing I do want to mention. There is one football team I think needs a new name. The San Francisco 49ers. Now, a couple of months ago, they played a game in Mexico, which was really risky for our neighbor to the south. Because the last time Mexico let in the 49ers, California became a state. You know, the original 49ers, they came out here, they started pillaging the land for gold, they annihilated the Native Americans in what's best described as a Holocaust. Basically, the San Francisco 49ers are named after California Nazis. This is why they're so good at the blitz. Yeah. SF 49ers? More like SS 39ers. And for those of you who don't get that historical reference, I can only assume you're educated at Stanford Junior College. Thank you, everyone. I'm Ruben Anthony.
Give it up for Ruben, everybody. Or no, I don't know. I feel like the 49ers being California Nazis would make more sense if they were based in Huntington Beach.